damn. Okay, so we got some new tea to talk about, and this is just freshly brewed, so you're welcome. So we are going to be talking about the Dolan twins. They have responded to the controversy around them recently. Now, if you've been aware on my channel, oh my god, look, oh my god, I just got accepted with the award of Oscar for Best Tea Channel. Oh, thank you guys so much. I found this when I was cleaning. I would like to thank Susan Wojcicki for putting me on the recommended page, and all of you for watching, but most importantly, the dickheads who I talk about for letting me talk about them because they're so problematic. Thank you guys. I don't know, that was just a bit I came up with. Feeling chaotic is a good start to a video.
Allegedly.
Period. So, as you know, the Dolan twins have been people that we've talked about on my channel for so long now, for no real reason. They just keep giving us stuff. Now, we've made it very clear, right, that the Dolan twins were people that we thought were unproblematic and hated drama, because they love to tell us that they hate drama. But what we're starting to see, right, if we're like looking at this from a board, people who say that they hate drama are always involved in drama, never putting the blame on themselves, so they're the issue. I've just cracked it. That's it. So anyway, the Dolan twins were exposed by their friend Ryan of 15 years, and I did a video talking about that, which you can go watch if you want to see the entire thing, but now they have actually responded, which I'm genuinely surprised at, because the Dolan twins are known to involve themselves and just leave. Let's be real, the Dolan twins have started a lot of drama recently, where it's at the sister squad, whether it's whatever. There's been so much that I genuinely forget, but you can just go back on my channel. They have not been the most nicest boys recently. Men. These are men. Grown-ass men. So, let's get into how they've responded to their friend Ryan, who, if you need a little summary, let me just give it to you. This is going to be very condensed. So there's a guy called Ryan who's been friends with the Dolan twins for 15 years. He moved to LA to live with them, but in a recently deleted videos, the Dolan twins confronted him and were very angry at him, saying that they made him so uncomfortable in their own house because he DM'd a fan 2 red hearts. That was it. He DM'd a fan 2 red hearts, and the Dolan twins were very angry, basically, that almost he was using them to talk to their fans. Then this girl came out and basically said that her and Ryan had been friends for years on Snapchat, and this was normal for them. So then the Dolan twins had to delete their video because of criticism that they were being so rude to their friend of 15 years and jumping to conclusions, and almost flew him out to LA, in my opinion, to just start drama with him so that they would have content, and it didn't go down well. So that's what happened. And they really kept saying how uncomfortable Ryan made them, which is weird because that's your friend of 15 years, right? These guys just seem like dickheads. So Ryan then came out with a video called Why I'm Back at Home. It is 33 minutes long, and he talks about how he got kicked out of the Dolan twins' house. But again, in this video, he keeps reiterating how much he cares for the Dolan twins, and he still fucks with them, which was such a nice thing to do, because even in this exposing video setting, he was still being super respectful of them, and that's something to keep in mind. He also did this video because he was getting non-stop hate from the Dolan twins fans. Now, Ryan was told to be completely silent in the Dolan twins' lives publicly. If a fan came up to them, he had to actually hide because the 2 boys did not want to be seen with him, which is a really weird thing. And if one of my friends said that, I'd be like, fuck off, out of here, I'm finding better people. I don't know why Ryan didn't do that, but hey, they were friends for 15 years and they just seemed to treat him really badly. And yeah, if a fan came up, Ryan had to go and fucking hide. That's so weird. And they were never any videos together in their recent times. They have videos whenever they were really young, but they just stopped all of that. They were really trying to hide Ryan, which I don't really know what was going on there. Ryan said this wasn't the first time they kicked him out though, so very condensed. Ryan was wrestling and hurt his back and asked to live with them. They said yes until he could get his feet again and get some money, and then eventually Ryan started struggling with his mental health, and the Dolan twins confronted him, saying that they were basically angry that he was bringing the vibes down, and that they just didn't feel comfortable and that he was ruining the mood. So, basically asked him to leave. And that's what he had to do. He was kicked out of their house because he was bringing the vibes down.
Allegedly.
Wild, right? So Logan Paul said he was actually going to get into a boxing fight with any YouTubers for $10,000, and Grace and Dolan wanted to obviously be a part of this, so they rang their friend Ryan, asking him to come out to LA, saying that he would be involved in their channel, they would pay him, and he'd kind of be a regular on their podcast, and he would train Grayson, and then it would be Grayson going to fight Logan Paul. And they basically immediately, after Ryan comes out telling him to, you know, drop out of college and work with them, and Ryan told them that he did, but he obviously didn't, because he was just trying to get them to stop it, and which we're really glad that he didn't, because they just dropped him in the end again. And Ryan flew out to LA to help Grayson, right? Help them. They wanted him. And that's whenever the drama happened with the fan, where they were like, you sent her 2 red hearts, you make us so uncomfortable. And, you know, him. Gone. Which is really weird, and in my opinion, it really does just seem like They did want Ryan to be a part of the videos, but they were just wanting drama. And they got that. They got their views, they got their clicks, but they had to delete the video because it got so much backlash. So Dolan Twins actually forced him to unadd any fans that he might have on all social medias. And the final thing was the Dolan Twins and Ryan went on a spontaneous trip to New Jersey, and Ryan got off the phone with really bad news from his mum, and one of the girls that they had invited there that they were all friends with knew that Ryan was in a really bad mood, and had got some really bad news, and wanted to walk around with him, just so he could vent. So he vented, he came back, and Grayson and Ethan were actually waiting in the kitchen, waiting to confront him that he had went out with this girl, even though he was just on a walk with her and venting. Basically saying he was trying to steal her from Grayson, and they were just very jealous. Now, that is everything. Now, we're gonna get into how they've responded to it, but now that you know that, it just shows that these boys have huge egos, one, are very narcissistic, egotistical, and... what's the right word? What's the right word I'm looking for here? They're very... What's the word? Scared? No, they're very... what's the word? What is the word? Insecure. Insecure is the word. They're very insecure boys. And it's funny how they lose all of their friendships, right? James, Emma, Sister Squad, them. Of 15 years. Now let's get into how they responded. Now they really don't respond to drama, but they really did have to respond to this one just because they were getting such an immense backlash, and Ryan's video has been doing so well, and it just makes them look so bad. So the Dolan Twins actually address this on a podcast called Taking Ownership, and it's deeper with the Dolan Twins. So their podcast on a separate channel, not their main channel, in which they posted the video humiliating Ryan in the first place. We see this with many YouTubers, I'm not going to name names, but whenever they're called out, they only address it on their smaller platform, like their vlog channel or something like that, because they don't want the general public to know that they were in a scandal. I'm not going to name names. Why address it in a fucking hour-long podcast episode whenever you upload it onto your main YouTube channel? Address it on your YouTube channel, not your side podcast channel and a podcast. And address it midway through. So people have been wanting the Dolan Twins to take accountability and have them explain why they're in drama so much. Like, fucking hell, they're always in drama, more so than any other YouTuber recently, which is surprising. They're up there with Nikita. And the Dolan Twins admit that they're fine being in drama because they think it's cool and it gets them views. Let's settle this now. All YouTubers think like this, especially people like the Dolan Twins, and their fans were jumping to defend them whenever we were saying, oh my god, they're using this acne documentary, building it up as if they were going to speak about their experience with James Charles in the peak of the drama in summer, but it was about an acne story. They made a trailer that was so you couldn't tell what it was really about so that people would watch thinking they were talking about James. So now we have it from them. They love drama because it gets them views, which is why they use the Sister Squad and they use everything. I didn't really need them to tell me for me to know that. They said because it's affecting their personal relationships, they are talking about it and it's really affecting them. Aww, you guys! It got them views and money and clout, but now they're sad. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, and what do you want me to do about that? So are they basically saying that the Sister Squad drama that they reignited and them befriending Jeffree Star in summer 2 years ago to, you know, build anticipation around their channel, befriending him over James whenever they weren't speaking up against James, is that all fun and games to them then? Do they think that's cool too? Let me ask the audience. The Dolan Twins said they started doing more longer videos on their channel, which is true because they wanted to show their lives and being more authentic. But now they are saying that they are just being dramatic on camera and hyping themselves up more than normal. So in trying to address this drama, they're basically admitting that them wanting to tell their fans that they were converting to doing more longer style videos, being the most authentic ever, they're just saying now that, yeah, that's not us, we were just hyping it up to be on camera, that's not us. So lying about your initial claim that you made, remember whenever you were saying you didn't want to do content again? This is the thing, whenever YouTubers get so far deep in their own lies, they just call themselves out as they go. And the Dolan Twins explaining this completely contradicts Ryan's story, and it's weird. Ryan was completely positive to the Dolan Twins, and he told the proper full-length story, and they told it really condensed, brushing over it, and halfway through this podcast. It makes them look so bad still. They admit in the podcast, however, that Ethan did go over and go through Ryan's phone. Remember whenever, oh, I didn't tell you that at the start, but it was in my other video. The Dolan twins, after not speaking to Ryan, went over and, he thought that they were gonna, apologize or talk it out. They took his phone, going through it to try to delete anything that they would think would have dirt on the Dolan twins. These are not the best people, you guys. So they admit that Ethan did go over and went through Ryan's phone, and they apologize for that, and they say that their paranoia got the best of them, but they don't really discuss anything more, and they rush over the entire fucking thing. What? But they believe that they're being painted as these aggressive people, and they did not raise their voice at all to Ryan in the kitchen, and no one was ever kicked out. It was mutual. And here's the thing. There's two sides of the story. Well, there's four. Ethan, Grayson, Ryan, and the truth. Let's be real. So, I don't really know who to side with in this situation, but all I'm gonna say is, Ryan told more of the story while they were hiding a lot.
Allegedly.
So you can come to your own conclusions about that. And whenever they were like, oh, we weren't aggressive in the kitchen. Yeah, but it was 2 of you against 1. So, it obviously was aggressive. Or came off as that. If I went into the kitchen and you both were standing there, if your intentions were to be aggressive, if you're teaming up against me, it's aggressive behavior. Weirdos. I'm just asking Ryan to drop out of college was shady and fucking hell. But they say, listen to this, they realize they need to change and that they want to be the root of change and they don't want to be in drama. And they only want to be in positivity only, and that's what they'll be on their channel. Just positive. How long do you think this is going to last for? Until their next upload? Let me know. Now, the Dolan twins actually discussed their struggles on this podcast, and I'm glad they're being open, and I just wish that they would be more authentic. Like, I'm glad they are speaking up against their struggles, or about their struggles, but it's like, be more authentic to the point where it doesn't leave you getting called out for it. They admitted that they weren't being authentic whenever they said they were being authentic in hour-long videos, because they just wanted to hype themselves up to the camera, so it's like, can I even believe you now? Like,
Allegedly.
but the Dolan twins just struggle with trust issues, in my opinion. You look at this with, like, the friends that they've lost within the past couple of years. And then the other friends that they lost are, like, coming together again. So it's like, they want to be the root of change, but are they the root of evil? And again, them addressing this Ryan stuff, whenever they had it in the title, like, deeper, like, opening up, whatever the fuck they had in the title, to only address the Ryan shit halfway through it and to rush over it and just, it was halfway through the podcast, rushed and bad. They didn't care. They just wanted it over and done with. I need to tell you, though, that a lot of comments on this podcast are bad and thinking that their perspective is just acting like everything is okay and they're pretending like they aren't mean and that they haven't been called out for shit all year long. So, that is also true. Everyone also thinks in the comment section that this is another sympathy video and that they talked about their mental health and not discussing how they affected Ryan's. That's another thing. And they also are saying all this, but they didn't defend Ryan against any of the hate he was getting. This is your friend of 15 years. Your fans that you started with that video. By sending a fan 2 red hearts that he was friends with for 2 years, you started that hate train against him. My final point is, why do YouTubers not take accountability until the final moment or called out in another video? We see this month after month after month. Why do YouTubers not take accountability until the very last moment? Because they don't care. They don't care. They're trying to wait it out to see if this drama is just going to blow over tomorrow. If it doesn't, then they wait a week and then they're like, oh shit, it's still here. I'll address it. Some of them even wait 2 weeks. So, let me know what your opinion is on this. Has my opinion changed on the Dolan twins after watching their podcast? No. Their fans were commenting under my first video being like, you need to watch their podcast, it will change your opinion on them. It's actually made the opinion much worse, honestly. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.